All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Evelyn Prim. I'm the Communications Coordinator for the City of Montpelier, and I'm here today with Sarah Lipton, the Director of the Montpelier Senior Activity Center, and she's going to share with you the fiscal year 24 budget. And I'm going to share our screen so you can see our presentation. All right, take it away, Sarah.
Great. Thank you so much. It's so good to be with you. So the Montpelier Senior Activity Center really operates as a destination for Central Vermont's aging population to take a variety of classes, to socialize, and to access vital nutrition, wellness opportunities, and more, both in person and remotely. The director, which is myself, is responsible for the management of all of the MSAC programs, our volunteers, our staff, and for assisting our member-elected advisory council. The director, myself again, oversees the MSAC budget, financial solvency, guides the center's strategic plan, and directs the Feast Senior Meals program. Also, we have our MSAC communications and, of course, our fundraising. I am also an important member of the city's leadership team, planning for the city's initiatives and responding to emergent resident needs. Our list of staff, which I'll just say this picture, by the way, is not just MSAC staff, it's community services. We had a really fun leadership retreat together last fall. So for the community services department, we have 3 shared staff. I just want to point out, it's not represented on this org chart. Working with us is also Tom Leahy, who is part of the Parks and Rec departments. He's not pictured here, but otherwise we have Norma Maurice, who's our office assistant, office manager. She kind of manages a lot of the AP and everything for us. We have Matt Wilson, who does all of our communications and development work, and he also serves Parks and Rec. We have Eli Mutino, who's our new Feast program manager. We have Shalonda James, who is our Feast kitchen manager and chef, and we currently have Robbie Plunkett, who is a part-time kitchen assistant. Not pictured here are our 11, actually I think right now it's 10 advisory council members. And we also have currently 3, soon to be 4 associates for development and training staff members. That's Eva St. Clair, Martha Brown, and Yona Shahar. We also have a Department of Labor intern who's doing cleaning service for us, and a Montpelier High School intern. We also have probably about 75 volunteers. So this past year, FY23 has been a pretty intense year. We had a lot of staff turnover and programmatic growth at MSAC. There are 4 new employees, 1 vacant AmeriCorps position, just due to a variety of reasons. We didn't get any AmeriCorps members this current year. We have 2 new A4TD employees, new Department of Labor and high school interns, and we have new members for our advisory council and volunteer teams. Despite the intense challenges of staff shortages, MSAC saw tremendous programmatic growth over the course of the year. Class offerings grew from 20 plus in 2021 to over 50 in 2022, and include a wide variety of wellness classes, both evidence-based and others, including Pilates, yoga, a bunch of different dance classes, and other strengthening classes. We have lots of different art classes and humanities special interest courses. Our class attendance actually doubled from in the 300s to over 600 people through the combination of in-person, online, and hybrid classes. Our drop-in groups have also more than tripled, both in how many offerings there are now, as well as how many folks are coming in to play music, games, do arts and crafts together, go out on the streets to collect trash with the trash tramps, or come in for coffee on Monday mornings. MSAC feels deeply honored to be able to be part of the food security puzzle in Central Vermont by providing the Vital Feast Senior Meals program, which this year has undergone a tremendous phase of growth despite staff turnover. Feast has seen a 70% increase in need for meals. That's 70% increase in need. But the Meals on Wheels program here in the capital city of Vermont, we're facing a financial deficit of 78% because of the static level of Older Americans Act funding. We've had to start a wait list, putting folks who deserve vital nutrition in limbo. Simply put, we receive $3.80 for each meal we serve, but our cost is actually $17 per meal, which we work hard to finance through grants, sponsors, donations, and other revenue-generating events. The partnership with the Parks team on the Feast Farm has been an incredible boon for the meals program, which allows us to receive more than 5,000 pounds of free produce to incorporate into our meals, as well as creating a strong, sustainable food system in Montpelier. And I know you're looking at our FY24 FY24 budget. So I'm going to go back so you can see our picture again. So you see all the people making all this happen while I read the rest of this to you. Our fundraising efforts have gone very well this year. The Community Services Department received a $75,000 grant from the National Life Foundation to purchase our new Do Good van, which will be used to serve all 3 divisions and innumerable community members. MSAC received a $15,000 grant from Meals on Wheels America to help support and bolster the Feast program, as well as a number of smaller grants from AARP, the Council on Aging, and Hunger Mountain Co-op, all of which went to support the various operations. We are anticipating an overage payment of $17,000 from CVCOA, the Council on Aging, for meals served in FY22 that were above our contractual amount. And just last week, Heaney Realty just gifted the Feast program with a $3,000 charitable donation. As a member of Meals on Wheels America, we qualify to apply for corporate sponsorships and have just signed up to be a recipient of Subaru's commitment to support Meals on Wheels programs in Vermont. Fun fact, we're one of only 2 programs that signed up with Subaru, so we'll get a nice chunk there. We have also just submitted a $50,000 grant request from the State of Vermont Department of Agriculture, Food and Markets to support local food purchasing, and we plan to request a sizable amount from National Life Foundation for operational support next year. We're also working on a number of other smaller grants from Meals on Wheels America and other organizations. Our annual appeal has been mailed to 1,500 members, and another 500 letters will be mailed to the wider community as well. Programmatic sponsorships are building, and collaborations for a number of fundraising events are coming together, specifically with Montpelier Alive and Summit School and local businesses for our annual March for Meals fundraiser. A number of key facility upgrades are in the works. Just realized maybe you can see this stuff here. This is what you should look at. Sorry about that. So we are working on replacing old U-bulbs in our foyer with LED lights to ensure better lighting and higher electric efficiency. We're waiting for a quote to replace all of our aging and dying air conditioner units with energy-efficient heat pumps. We're looking for an energy-efficient dishwasher to replace our old, clunky, exploded on us recently energy-consuming one in the Feast kitchen. And we have a quote to build a small interior office for our Feast chef, as well as a quote to install new hybrid setups in one of our classrooms. And of course, for many of these initiatives, we're seeking grant funding. Volunteers have been streaming into our doors to help with everything from processing mailings, supporting administrative tasks, processing produce in the kitchen, playing music at congregate meals, and delivering those necessary Meals on Wheels to homebound community members. We are very fortunate to have a great relationship with the Associates for Development and Training, A4TD, who provides us with 3 of our key part-time staff. They support operations in the office and with Feast. We're about to have a 4th A4TD member join us, hopefully next week, in fact. And we also have a strong relationship with the Department of Labor's internship program and we recently graduated a kitchen intern and started working with a cleaning assistant. We also have a thriving relationship with the Montpelier High School, from whom we receive kitchen interns, and soon we'll be launching a new tech cafe. The Tech Cafe has been created in collaboration with All Brains Belong, who has been training high school students in the techniques for teaching older adults how to use technology. And this is a much desired service we're very excited to offer. We have remained committed to consistent communications about all of our program offerings through our monthly newsletter and weekly e-letters, as well as quarterly program guides. We have a growing social media presence and work to remain in contact with the community through Front Porch Forum, as well as posting advertisements in the various local papers. We also work to share everything we're up to with a wide range of community partners, and it's quite a long list. Kellogg Hubbard Library, SASH, Montpelier Live, Westview Meadows and Gary Residents, the AARP Tax Aid Foundation, Capstone Community Action, Central Vermont Council on Aging, Central Vermont Home Health and Hospice, Community Harvest of Central Vermont, Hunger Mountain Co-op, Just Basics Incorporated, Montpelier Housing Authority, Montpelier Roxbury Public Schools, National Life Group, Osher Lifelong Learning Institute, Rainbow Umbrella of Central Vermont and the Pride Center, Savoy Theater, Sustainable Montpelier Coalition, the Vermont Center for Independent Living, Vermont Associates for Training and Development, the Vermont Food Bank, Washington County Hunger Council, and the Interfaith Council. So, we stay a little busy. In FY24, we are looking to achieve not only financial sustainability for all of our programming efforts, but general growth for everything we're doing. We are extremely grateful to the city for adjusting our general fund transfer, not by the 7.7% we expected, but by a whopping 18%. This adjustment allows MSAC to be 25% funded by the city for the first time, ensuring that our core staff positions are generally funded by the city. Thank you, Montpelier, for understanding the value we provide to all citizens of Montpelier, and thank you for trusting us to achieve our central mission of enhancing the quality of life for older adults in the Montpelier area through opportunities that develop physical, mental, cultural, social, and economic well-being. To sustain the other 75% of our activities in FY24, we will work to receive at least $80,000 in grants. We have increased our ask to our 6 supporting towns by the required 7.7% for services rendered to residents of each town. We will strive to host more rentals in our beautiful facility to bring in sustaining revenue. We will also engage in a membership drive to bring in more memberships with a more robust articulation of what those membership benefits are. We will continue to pursue robust donations from members at our annual appeal, as well as identifying major donors in our community. At the same time, we will address an equitable payment structure for our classes and programs, so the folks who can give at a higher level are encouraged to do so, thereby supporting folks with less means to also attend classes at a rate that works for them. We will work to grow our programming so that the revenue that comes in not only subsidizes the cost of paying instructors, but can help ensure our bottom line is solvent. We will also enrich our revenue by bringing back trips for older adults. We can use our new van for that. To ensure the successful continued implementation of the FEAST program and to achieve financial stability for FEAST, we need a full-time kitchen assistant to support the kitchen manager chef. It's a lot of work back there. We will therefore not only work to secure more key sponsorships and donations, but also begin planning how to implement revenue streams to help support the program. Our key partner for FEAST, which is the Central Vermont Council on Aging, CVCOA, has assured us that we have their support for every aspect of growing and sustaining this vital program. And as director, I am also very focused on legislative advocacy to help spotlight the inherent need for and worth of food security programs to support our aging adults. The key expense for MSAC is staff salaries and benefits and comes in at 58% of our overall budget, costing $436,994. Operations account for 19% of our budget at $147,000, and programs account for 23% of our budget, with FEAST weighing in at 13% and other programs at 10%. So you can see, we're very busy. In terms of how our work contributes to the major goals of the City Council, our growth of the FEAST program supports the improvement of community prosperity, and our eventual pursuit of national accreditation supports the need for responsible and engaged government. We've had to pause our NCOA accreditation process primarily because of major staff shortages in the past year, and as director, I've had to essentially cover all of the things. So we will get back to that once we're a little bit more steady as she goes. Looking ahead to the future for MSAC, we see the need for another, in the future, full-time employee to become a program coordinator. Since much of our operations depend on running programs, we need someone who can ensure the smooth operations of those programs and the growth of potential programs. Right now, we rely on the administrative support of the Rec Center's program assistant, Tom Leahy, and many of our MSAC staff take on multiple roles, even though that's not articulated in their job descriptions. Our concern is that staff burn out because they are tasked with accomplishing more than is possible in the constraints of the time that they have. We also face this critical moment of growth for FEAST because of the sharp increase and uptick in need for meals. Once we crack the nut on funding, which I'm very positive we will do soon, we'll be able to settle the program into a sustainable rhythm that does not take a toll on the larger system of MSAC. But for now, the program is still in startup phase and needs a lot of attention. The opportunities of all of our community partnerships, including Central Vermont Refugee Action Network, which we're pictured here, it's one of our meals with them, allow us to have increased visibility and expansion of our programs. The impact we offer to our older adult community is tremendous, and the potential is there to continue to grow and offer more. In the future, for instance, with the potential events over at the Country Club Lane or Country Club Road, we could potentially create an adult day center to support stay-at-home caregivers and their family members with needs. There's so much interagency stewardship that we could do together. Part of the challenge of this period of growth is that it takes time to design effective systems to support the growing infrastructure. Coming off of a year of intense staff shortages, it's taking time to establish new and clear protocols and procedures to ensure that as we create a strategic plan, we move forward with clear tactics for our operations so that staff feel secure and empowered in their roles. Ensuring a dynamic design that responds to the ever-shifting needs of our aging community is imperative.
All right, thank you so much, Sarah.